Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kingdom Death Monster, the Intermission episode 24.5. Why are we doing an intermission, Jim?
Because we haven't played it in a billion years.
That's no lie. We need to recap probably as much as you guys do, who are still hanging out waiting for us to release more episodes, and we are planning to get back into this game and finish it up. So we need to recap because, man, I checked it. The last episode was released back in September of 2022, and it is currently, as of the making of this video, October of 2023. So it's been over a year. Doesn't seem like that long.
Oh, it's nice that we have things to fill our time with.
Yeah. I've had all kinds of stuff, and I even have a new computer on the way, so I'm going to be putting together a brand new computer here. But this is one of the games we want to get back to. We're currently grinding on another series, but we want to get back to this one and finish it up. And
the other series is Divinity Original Sin 2. Go check it out.
Yeah, we're on right now in the episodes of the 70s, so that one's running up there too. But we're going to go through this video. This is our last episode 24, Growing Like Weeds. Just kind of recap a little bit of who we were, what we were doing, because we need to recall a little bit of this too. So we're going to let it play here a little bit. And welcome back to Kingdom Death Monster. I'm here with Guest Tickets, a.k.a. And I'm keeping the volume low, Jim, so that we can kind of talk over them, over ourselves.
Smack down some flowers like we're a Chinese drought.
We're going after the Flower Knight.
Classy.
Yeah. Oh, already having some laggy problems here. Everybody's probably been wondering where these videos have been, and we've a little bit of lag. Especially me. I've just been bogged down. It's been hard to sit down and play. We're gonna kick that setting back up to. But it has been a little bit of a max for me. So sorry for a second here. Let me buffer it. So there we go. Bear with me as I release the videos as fast as I can get to them. But Kingdom Death. So Jim, do you remember these characters very well? There's Gentle Stabs. And
I remember Gentle Stabs.
And Emotion.
I remember Emotion from the well-respected Shun clan.
Yeah. And Emotion had that immortal trait, as we recall, and specialization in the Katars. So Emotion...
I remember the Emotions gimmick was throwing like a ton of dice.
Yeah. Tough, Mighty Strike, Crazed, to bring back the insanity. Yeah.
To bring back the insanity.
Yeah. Takes quite a bit of dedication. And time. All right.
We here at Dr. Obsidia YouTube videos thank you for your support and your patience in this difficult period.
And I echo that sentiment.
Everybody. Thanks for joining and subscribing, by the way. I will get to the contest video very soon. Hey, the contest. I actually never did the contest, you know?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, part of the reason was bad things kind of happened to me around that time, and I just kind of got sidetracked with it and never got around to it. But Jim and I, everybody, we have been kind of planning on doing that video and running some contests. I have a bunch of games I can just give away. So game keys and things like that. Yeah, free games. Stabbing. Free entry. Free games to the winners. Send the key to your email. Crazed. Jim's going to help me plan out a video here, and then we'll get the entry things up. I've just been kind of overloaded with all kinds of stuff like this in my real life. Is this my real life? My fake life. Also, matchmakers.
It's really fake.
These are both my matchmakers coming out. Ooh, we brought up both matchmakers. We got the one-armed wonder with the cross.
We were not scared.
Block. No.
Yeah.
Go ahead and introduce your people.
Maybe we should just put the name One-Armed Wonder because that's how we reference this.
I remember the One-Armed Wonder
all the time, but cross-arm block with one arm is going to be fun. In case you didn't know, because there's a dismembered arm over here. That doesn't bother me because this is Fist and Tooth, and we got Monster Claw style.
Yep.
And I'm going to get rid of the flower addiction when we go out to fight this Flower Knight, which is nice. And I have Traumatized, which says that you get knocked down if you end your turn next to the bad guy. But the good news is I'm one proficiency away from getting Fist and Tooth And that proficiency
Chumbawamba.
basically lets me stand up whenever I please. So
Yeah, at the beginning of the monster turn, at the beginning of the player turn, right?
Our resident marksman.
Yeah.
I mean that in a friendly customer service kind of way. Otherworldly luck, because we are all about messing with the die rolls, and specialization with the bow, because
Boy,
we're all about messing
I
with
may
the die
have to
rolls.
change the catchphrase in
We
a
may
friendly
actually
customer
let
service
loose
way with all
Vespertine
the
arrow
kiosks
against
that
this
are coming
guy,
out these
because
days.
then we can get the mats to replace it.
Yeah. Well, maybe the kiosks are customer friendly because you don't have to wait in line, right? And pay extra high prices. Yeah, we're gonna be trying.
Uh-huh.
You mean people actually have to go to school and learn how to be useful? Jeez.
To get the satchel.
Touch screens are hard, man.
Depart with one resource card. Can't just stand behind a register anymore and push buttons. You actually have to be meaningful. Not knocking the people that touch behind the or stand behind the register and push buttons. We need those people. We love you people, but your job is in danger. I'm in danger. Yeah, this cat eye.
I want to say that we were contemplating like farming the Flower Knight.
Get it if you don't die.
Yeah.
Does that sound familiar to
I
you?
think we're vaguely. And that means that your flower addiction will drop off. So goodbye, flower addiction.
Yeah.
And
By Flower Addiction, that means we're going up to Flower Knight.
Yeah, we were up against the Flower Knight this time. But that doesn't mean you pull it. So all right, we're not going to watch the whole thing, everybody. We're going to jump ahead here.
Yeah.
So we'll skip through the hunt a bit here and jump to the next section. We never got to it. Okay. So we have Acanthus here as well.
I do remember that our general
toppled pillar. So
our general strategy was less about quality of combatant and more about quantity of combatant, because
yeah, and it served us well.
We just get killed.
Directly in front of the Flower Knight too.
We got the Breaker.
He ambushes us.
The Breaker clan. I forget what their raison d'etre is, but apparently this Breaker is using the bow.
So you're already in the mix.
But I do remember my affinity for the Fist and Tooth, and I remember the Whistling Mace is pretty good for bonus attacks.
Wasn't that the one that knocked off their not settling down here? Knocked off their one of their cards or something if you hit, or
yeah, I want to say I don't remember. I just remember
say I don't remember. I want to say that too.
Yeah, but I do want to say that I remember it being pretty cool.
Close enough.
Yeah. Okay. Close enough. That's good advice there.
Ring there. We can start anywhere around the ring.
All right, let's jump to the showdown here. But yeah, go ahead.
I do remember that we were pretty. We were pretty diligent about having a 60-40% ratio between women and men when it came to our
shuffle here.
Settlement, I guess is what they call it in this game.
Yeah. Ready to go?
And
you're pulling it.
we did pretty good with the matchmakers. We did pretty good with the
closest threat facing
what do you call it? The
speed plus 2 accuracy,
like
1 damage.
Baby, the baby making rolls.
Yeah. Well, we were always going for the love potion, and any way we could get babies, because that was how we decided to try to at least get to the end game, even if we don't win.
Didn't we have a, I don't know if it's like a settlement advancement? I thought that was like we get 1 love potion,
evasion here, so 3,
like whatever,
2,
colony phase or
3.
Whatever before we go on the hunt, whatever that phase is called.
Yeah, turn an organ into a love potion or something like that, yeah. We'll get to the settlement phase here coming up here. +1 survival. So we'll jump ahead here
and I do remember, and I also remember that we had a few sets of armor that were all finished out, and it was really just a matter of, what kind of
knocks me off of my
what kind of way we want to go with it and what kind of development we want to get. But I remember that when we were making the settlement, we had quite a few of the
he's not done, and now my
so
now we can start
specialized buildings. They're usually on the right-hand side, the lower right-hand side, where we can look at all the different kinds of armor and things that we can build.
Yeah. No, hit. All 3 hit.
So
tell me where they hit.
But
Arms, waist.
I
And body.
remember we're feeling confident about going up against level 1s, but
Okay.
I don't know how confident we are feeling about going up against level 2s and certainly level 3s.
So you got to roll it again. I did not take any wounds that
I
time.
believe this is a level 2 Flower Knight, isn't it?
I guess I could dodge.
Maybe
one of
we
those, but I'm
got
gonna
hosed
go
on the
ahead and
hunt.
See what we come up with here.
Body shot, headshot, body shot.
Well, he just wrecked Emotion there and even stripped off her
and then
stripped off her proficiencies too.
so that I don't take another body shot.
And I
So
remember,
there, that card stops. But
I remember,
stripped my armor off.
That was
who's the guy that shows up
that
with a
was
special
not
sword all the time and then
Alright.
runs away? I forget.
Oh,
It's his turn again. We
yeah,
still
that
are- So it is considered the next turn.
I forget
yeah.
his name now. But we've been having some trouble with
There are
him.
no threats in the fairy ring.
There are not.
Bloom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a threat anymore because I'm knocked down. So perform bloom. Target a random survivor. They vanish and are doomed.
At any rate,
That includes your upside down man.
Apparently, because it says target a random survivor. No, outside the fairy ring.
Okay.
yes.
Reroll.
And then there's my favorite part of my favorite part of the game, and us getting close,
Skull. That would be white.
but not quite on all the rules. We always make a mistake. Sometimes we hose ourselves, sometimes we hose the bad guy, but we always find a way to screw something up.
Target emerges from a
I
flower.
think somehow it settles in the middle. After all is said and done.
I mean,
You got a luck token here.
well, that's
I gotcha.
that's we're playing an honest game, so
Well,
that
you're
would
a
make
little luckier
sense
now,
that we
at
would
least.
screw up in
Closest threat
in
facing
a
in the fairy ring. that
neutral
would be you.
yet random way.
Yeah, for every plus we get, we hose ourselves pretty badly.
Yeah.
And now we're going to try to go back into it again, and we are going to probably mess up rules that we did just fine before.
Sure.
Forgot everything.
Sure. And we're gonna forget all the specialized whatevers and the battle strategies that we had that worked well because we haven't done it in a while. And it's like, oh yeah.
These people that are watching, and like, you know, they're going to say, what is wrong with these idiots? They just forgot everything like in one episode.
Yeah.
143 target.
And the person who's watching this particular video is like, go back and rewatch it yourself, fool.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. And we're even taking you guys along for the ride. All right, we're going to skip ahead here. We're going to go about halfway through the showdown. Because I don't really remember how we ended up. I'm sure we won, but I just don't quite remember where we all ended up at the end of that showdown.
I want to hit this guy.
Okay. 3 to wound.
Oh, you almost critted on. I guess there was no crit there anyway.
I think it's so worth it that I want somebody to encourage me so I can serve.
I like how you're emotionally
You-
invested in a game that was
well,
finished a
you-
year ago.
Oh,
But you know those lanterns, man, they still hit you like right in the feels, you know?
You gotta do the move
Yeah,
stuff here.
exactly.
If you're adjacent,
Those lanterns.
And,
This is that game where, you know, you throw those lanterns and then that, you know,
2, 3.
that's the difference between life and death, you know?
It put me up. I just hit him in the face.
And I want to say I can't remember if it was your guy or my guy, but I thought one of us were focusing on like lanterns as
I
a
have no encourage available.
not just as a damage mechanism, but as an attack mechanism for some reason.
Yeah, Emotion had that immortal, remember? And then every lantern she throws, every perfect hit, you know, it's a perfect hit, she gains insanity. So she basically absorbs insanity, or absorbs
so-
hits with her insanity. But she needs to be insane to do it.
With this character because I don't have enough insanity and
Be insane to
big
be
hits
insane.
are gonna
That makes
hurt me
sense.
pretty badly. He's already got 3 people in the.
I just remember we were trying to get
and, that's
more
dangerous
bang for our
emotion.
lantern buck.
Yeah.
Emotion will probably
Instead
move
of just
down
getting, you
here
know, the good
and
result of a
bandage
nice die
on
roll.
myself.
Yeah, we'll skip ahead here a bit, about 3/4 of the way through the fight. I think we're doing okay here. Emotion still hanging in.
Luck, which helps me out. If it's impervious, I think a critical wound still wounds, right?
That's how I understand.
That's a
it.
fine question.
I know impervious is not supposed to, but
We would have totally forgotten this by now.
Sure, but that's what they got the rule book there for.
Impervious hit looks cannot be wounded even with a lantern 10. However, critical okay, so it can't wound, but the critical effect did still occur. So
one more reason to like the
this,
lanterns.
Bruised ego. Let's see. Now I got a bunch of parries here. I'm gonna go for the hypnotic deflection.
Harry Mason,
Oh.
Harry Saturn, and
I gained 2 insanity.
I can't think of a third parry.
Harry White, you fool!
Stop yelling at your year-old self. Your year-ago self.
How do you not know Perry White? He's a freaking editor of the Daily Planet and the Superman comics.
Past me. What are you thinking?
All right, everybody, if you can come up with a fourth parry, leave it in the comments.
I failed to wound this one, but I kind of like this one better than the running away ones.
I know a Katy Perry.
I'll drop one of the running away ones. And
Oh, that's a nice one, because I think I doubled up on Perry White.
And I failed.
Which would make me the fool.
I gained 2 more insanity. So it's just giving me a bunch of sanity so that I can absorb this one. This one's going to come up anyway, unless I want to run him away. I'm going to try to wound it. It's easy enough.
I'm just saying, if we looking for a new clan in our settlement, the Perrys might be the way to go.
You may be right about that.
We all suffer 2 brain damage from it. I believe it's what it said.
I'm also suffering brain damage.
Oh, it's only me.
So
it's only you.
Yeah, it is a level 2 Flower Knight.
Yeah, all right.
Because the star is the 2.
The faint here.
Must
Hey,
be,
lantern.
Critical
we
wound.
were feeling froggy or else it was a event on the calendar.
Let's see. Is parry still wound?
Which is another thing.
If he parries,
you know, we're planning years in advance for when bad things like Slender Man or what, you know, his spiritual successor shows up, and you know, we may not necessarily be going down that route when we get back.
Right.
That's what the card says.
All right, let's take it to the end here when we pretty much finish the showdown.
Unless it's a critical. So he does lose a card, because that's what it says. And then
Get right near the end here.
Tyler Perry.
Uh-oh.
emotion.
That's
has
the 5th
more
one,
reason
right?
To be emo.
I think I doubled up on Perry White and I was the fool the first time, but Tyler Perry's from Aerosmith.
Ooh. Emotion has another injury there. A couple of them.
Limit once per round, and so you get knocked down, you get up again. They're never going to keep you down. That's why it's.
Emotion has another reason to be emo.
Part of the age for,
Sure.
Gentle stabs here.
She was always gonna get beat up though, because like she had insanity or immortality, which means she's gonna be up in it.
Which I don't want, but I do.
Yes,
Gonna
yes,
be
you
up in
do.
it.
Oh, gentle stabs. No, I thought you were with emotion.
No, because I'm gonna lose something here.
Right. Right.
Ambidextrous.
No, don't take that, you idiot.
Basically, do daggers, but with different kinds.
I like it.
Well, yeah, but she does Qatar.
She tends to run with daggers, but
I thought it was Qatar she ran with.
unless I do the scrap dagger.
Oh wait, no, that was the tank maybe.
Let me get my survival back because she's kind of a survival burner. Where's
Oh
the
boy,
weapon crafter?
we're gonna have to.
Scrap
Holy,
dagger.
ladies and gentlemen, there may be some
Per
off-screen
hit would
learning
give me
after this
more
video.
strength.
Oh, certainly we're gonna go through and preview our characters before the next one.
So
This
then
is
you
this
look
is
at-
raw video. This is the
Which
first time
get
we've
out of
seen
the way
this
of
literally in a
collisions
year.
or
Yeah, we haven't even
double
touched it in over a year.
but I have to get
Oh, this is
something.
this is not emotion. This is gentle stabs.
Why don't you get rid of otherworldly luck and then get otherworldly luck again and replace the crap you don't want?
Because combo master means I'm going to be throwing more dice and get 7-8 hits and trigger a trap every time.
Yeah,
So perfect hits good, but not
I
throwing a
remember
million
that.
dice means a million cards come out, and that's
Dark side.
yeah.
Dark side of throwing a
So,
ton of dice.
alright.
I remember that now.
I'll take the double dash to get me back in the fight, or at least get me in front of the monster. Again, she is kind of tanky. Okay.
All right, let's jump ahead here to the very end of the showdown, and get over into
One of these needs to be love potion number 9.
We've got a lot of matchmakers coming in here, too. We got 2 coming back.
Hide.
the baby factory. Is rolling. There it is, rolling right along.
All right.
Here we go. And we got some hide for the leather set. So not bad at all.
I'm going to help you move stuff over here for now.
Sure.
All right, so we are returning survivors, so we will now Next turn.
It's interesting to see
And
the
shut
video
down
from
the
your
battle
perspective
UI.
versus mine.
You can see how much I jump
Right.
around.
Very good.
Yeah, not only that, but you know, you're doing this right now, and then just to the right off screen, I'm organizing all the materials and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Returning survivors will get 4 tokens.
Flour, scrap.
We'll get the 5th one from cooking.
Yay, cooking.
+1 endeavor there. We'll put these cars back.
Did we ever get the Olympics? I remember asking for the Olympics like all the time.
Or the murder. Why don't we just can both of those right now?
All right, so here.
Okay, so here's where we are at.
Next lantern year.
Let me pause this right here and talk about this for a second, because this is the next lantern year. So we have nothing here, but so this is where we're at. And we are going through the settlement phase, and we sense memory, and now we're going at the end of this phase on the next hunt, right? This is the next hunt. And then the next one is a level 3 butcher, which means we throw 3 no-names in there and try to run away. Maybe.
Did we ever find the runaway development?
I believe we have
I
it.
mean, no, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I am on board with the cowardice plan, totally. I'm just saying. I don't know if we ever found that capability.
The Hooded Knight. There's your friend. The Hooded Knight.
Yeah.
Then we got the Nemesis, the Watcher in like 2. Okay, so we've got some bad stuff coming up. We've never fought the Watcher. We don't even know what he is. We are watched though. We may have to go back and read that again. All right.
Yeah.
And let's shuffle it up.
Butcher.
Or do you want me to?
I wonder what the failure clause is for the Butcher though. Does he come in and like smash our settlement stuff or whatever? We need to read that.
What is it gonna be? Let's go with Clinging Mist.
That's the one where restart, remember?
Motion having trouble. I'm
Right.
not sure if I want Clinging Mist, but I'm gonna still pull for Clinging Mist. Skull Eater. Randomly choose a returning survivor. Give them 3 insanity. Okay.
So they eat a skull and then they have marrow hunger.
Survivors nominated.
Delicious skulls.
Does anybody have marrow hunger? I know we had one.
I think they're dead.
Yeah, I don't think they made.
We only have 13 living survivors. I don't know that that's good. I guess it's better than having like 5.
Say we have more than a dozen, so I'm going to call that a win.
All right, but we got 22 dead. So it seems
That's
like we lose
also-
one every lantern year, roughly.
Well, that's part of the
survivor and give them 3 insanity. All right, so I'm gonna roll it. Here we go.
that's baked
right
into
here,
the
big
cake.
black
I'm
die.
afraid. We're not killer
that
hornets.
would
We are
be-
army ants.
Oh, it's rolling around. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a 1-arm wonder here.
That's how we do it.
Because we're going from your side.
On
Yeah.
top of which, we've had the
No, 1,
murder
2,
2 or 3 times.
3,
We've had
4,
some
5.
bad luck.
Yeah.
Emotion, yeah.
With those settlement
3
cards.
insanity.
You're right.
I remember
It's,
complaining about that on the
had a
video a
bad
half
day.
a second ago.
Yes.
All right.
So
Had a bad day. I had my arm cut.
Yeah, cut off, and my back completely wrecked. Survivor consumes the skull of a deceased survivor.
Oh, Emotion lost her arm.
They awaken a hunger that
Yep.
can't be stopped, and roll on the table below. Gain the. full
well,
impairment
you know
of
what? You can just
hunger.
hand her off
Roll
to
on
me
this
because
table
there's
here. Here we
always
go.
tooth and nail.
Okay, so a
You can
lantern,
reinvent
yes.
yourself.
Skull Eater may cure themselves. They lose all survival insanity and skip the next hunt and remove the moral hunger impairment. If they don't, add the murder.
That was murder settlement next
Add
year.
the
They cure
murderer.
themselves.
Boy.
We dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, so they don't have the marrow
Yeah.
anymore.
Interesting.
It's like interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot
So
of these
basically just,
options are
lose all
usually,
survival,
like
lose
one
all
good, one
insanity,
bad kind of a thing.
Skip the
So
next hunt.
interesting
She's
is
not
usually
going out
the
anymore
appropriate
anyway, and nothing else
response.
happens.
Yeah, we don't want the murder again.
Oh, she's not going out anymore anyway, we said.
So she lose all insanity. She ate it, and then she's like, you know what? I'm not really interested in the skull. Believe it or not, did just not really taste as good as I expected.
That's riveting commentary on the consumption of a skull, by the way.
Yeah, all right, let's jump ahead here a little bit to the
Mercy.
settlement development and stuff like that.
Anybody who's ever watched all these through, we apologize.
For our horrible commentary. They're going to demonetize it. It's not even monetized.
It could be bugs. It could be anything.
Someday it may be.
And Actually, I heard if the resource is perishable, it's not.
Guys, got to subscribe before I can monetize.
One of these perishables in there.
I need to have like 400 more subscribers before I can like actually buy a cup of coffee with the proceeds.
Stuff, but
like 1 cup of coffee a month.
You know, that's life.
ideally, it's a bug.
That's my highest goal.
Is that like a Starbucks quality cup of coffee? Or
No,
like
no,
a
no.
Dunkin' Donuts or a McDonald's?
We're gonna say McDonald's.
Probably.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, if
anyway,
you get yourself a
we
cup
got
of
a
coffee
special
from a
each one.
McDonald's in
Okay.
France, you're doing pretty
Let's
good.
go back and let's innovate.
They do
We're
not
gonna
mess
spend
around
money.
over there when it comes to their coffee at the
Innovation.
McDonald's.
Let's see. We're gonna get rid of
Huh.
generic organs.
Did not know that.
Do we want to get rid of generic organs?
Say we use perishable stuff if we're not going to be using it for anything.
We have
else.
quite a bit of
that's why I just kind of think we better take
quite a
look
bit
at
of a
this, too.
stockpile there.
We don't need
That's
the
nice.
foil. Do the cello. We have 2 flowers. We can
I
make
can't
a bunch
remember
of
the,
arrows, too if we want vespertine arrows.
I can't remember the settlement event
we
that
make
like
multiple
destroys all of our
The other thing we need to
warehouses.
do is we do need a def.
Ugh. There was one, yeah, that comes up and does
I
that.
think,
That was pretty early
go
on.
ahead and just. We're gonna go for okay, so for leather making, we can turn hide into that. So we're gonna turn a.
Are we still building leather?
Yeah, see, now we gotta kind of see if we're gonna
Yeah.
build anything else. We can just use flowers in general. We have pottery too, right? Do we have pottery? We don't have pottery.
Leathery was the tanky set.
Oh. Yeah, we were trying to get it. We don't have it yet. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
so
have
okay, so
anything
we can't
close
do
to
this
iron
stuff.
right now, so
Recollections. Once per campaign, if the settlement has, yeah.
So we innovate first. Get it.
Can't remember if we can run away.
The problem is we don't know what to spend. to
yeah,
do,
yeah.
even though I've
We're
spent
gonna have
the
to go in there and
endeavor.
take a look. I don't
I'm
know if
trying
we
to see.
have
I guess
that.
we can set stuff aside too. We don't really need. Okay, so if we do that, we need a warbler and 3 organs. We have plenty, and then we
The
gain another
22 in the
5
graveyard
we
would
need.
suggest that we
The other
don't.
one is a bud, which we already spend. And
Yeah, we didn't get it right early. I'm going to jump ahead here. We didn't get it early, so we may have been in a situation where
due to our symposium.
here's like some of it I can glance at. Oh, it's kind of hard to read if I don't zoom in. Was not drums, paint, bed. I don't think we have it. Inner lantern, no.
I honestly don't even remember which one it was.
Paint gives us. It's hard to read from. A little bit blurry, everybody, on my screen here. Let me lean in and see if I can read it here. Paint gives us
Somebody
dash.
get me my glasses.
Yeah, inner lantern gives us surge.
A pictograph. I thought that was the winner. I can't read it.
Oh, there it is. You got it. Pictograph. Yep. We do have runaway, so there's options to break our legs and.
4.
My inner coward shines through.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna draw
Oh,
4 this
yeah,
time. We're doing it the
pictograph is the way to
old-fashioned
go.
way. I'll flip 2. You flip 2. Go for it. Scrap smelting. Face painting. Not impressive. Pottery.
That's the love juice. That was what we got.
Yeah, pottery
Yep.
is. I think there's no question here.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Pictograph
we
and
love
pottery.
this
That's
fermentation and
how
get
you
love
win
juice.
this
Yeah.
game.
There you go. Spend an organ, gain a love
Survival
juice.
unit to go with it. There's
Yep.
nothing I don't like about that card.
Wow, it's
Spend one
amazing. We
herb resource,
just
gain
got
a hide.
that.
Spend an herb and gain a hide.
And gain a love juice. Spend an organ. We got
And
plenty
that
of
helps
organs.
us
gain
get
a
the
love
leather
juice.
faster.
Yeah.
That's a free.
But
That's this
Wow.
acanthus we can burn
I
there.
don't love
I
about
mean,
that
we're
card.
in year what?
Yeah. Okay.
20?
22, I think.
Alright,
We're in year 22 and we
have plenty
finally
of
got
leather if we
pottery.
need
That's a
more leather
long
stuff,
time.
too.
Yeah.
Imagine if we'd gotten that so much earlier, what
We
our
got plenty
settlement would look like.
of
It'd be a
stuff.
virtual
Okay,
city.
So that is the critical thing.
We'll skip forward here.
Yeah, so we got 2 more.
Yeah, we were
Alright.
making babies here. 19 survivors. See?
Living survivors.
Now, are we
21?
wait, with this-
Yeah, we just had
another
more.
page, okay,
To the edge here.
I didn't know if there was like a
What do we
limit.
want?
Well, I mean, you can see the living survivors 21. We just had 13 when we returned, and we just got a bunch more because of all the babies we just had. Because our 2 matchmakers went out. We got pottery. That's 3. We had love juice. That's 4. So we did 4 matchmaking there,
Female.
and we had a bunch of kids.
understanding.
Lots of breakers and stabs.
Evasion,
Half
accuracy,
warbler,
strength,
1/8
evasion,
warbler.
Yep.
Well, you really butchered that one. That's that weird
Yep.
stuff going on there.
It's laggy.
Yeah.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Half warbler. Who would mate with a warbler?
Hey, our
Yeah, we're
sunlight
very
just
scientific
exploded
about
with
this.
weeds.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The Breaker clan is all warblers.
Gives them 3. Is it right? 3. Yeah. So they both get 3 for the bow.
Skipping ahead a bit here.
Yeah.
Looking for what we're going to do next, because we need to kind of recap a little bit about that too. We're just sorting out here.
We got 3 bones that are going to decay.
Use it or lose it.
Jumping ahead here. There's the whistling mace. Yeah, I did like that. I'm glad that we got that.
And that would be 5. That would be a set.
We're trying to make that
1 weapon. That would be a set. I might as well make it.
that's that leather
If
set.
you get the green charm, that means if you die, you roll a d10. And on a 6+, you don't die.
That's very tanky.
It's a get out of jail free card
Yeah.
for a tanky character, and that's a tanky set.
Tanky. See, I don't change much, folks.
Cooking, by the way.
Not much different after a year.
Shank, bladder can be cooked. The pustules.
These are all horrible recipes.
I don't think the gums. We can throw out the droppings. We'll throw out the poop and the gums. We'll keep the brain. All right. 3 gone.
We'll keep the brain.
And there comes the green charm. And that may make things a little bit interesting next time.
Next time didn't come, did it?
Yeah. Well, at least we know that we're getting ready for bad stuff because we got the charm. So we obviously had the
whatever it is, that could get real interesting.
had the upcoming nemesis in mind when we were doing this.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why we went after a level 2 flower
I
knight,
figure if I
because
could
we
put the
were
figure of God there, but I don't
trying
see that
to
as working with
gear
the
up
spear.
for the-
We don't have a spearman. The axe, see, because of the way this has to be teed up on the gear grid, it makes it so I can't use the mask or anything to connect anything. So these are just taking up space. So I have 2 slots open, but I would have this here, so that I would have 1 slot open for a weapon, and the only weapon that I could really probably consider using effectively would either be the axe or the finger of God. I think I'd probably go with the axe.
We don't have a lot of scrap metal, I noticed. We must have used it on like baby rolls.
Even though it's the perfect hit, would be really nice to connect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the lucky charm or the green charm there.
Could take the bone club.
Your bone club's blocking my view there, buddy. All right.
I think the finger.
We have 1, 2, 3 acanthus.
God. Rather the finger.
The mysterious knucklehead shows
I'm
up.
trying
and
to see.
forces a sword
The other
through you
issue
to
is,
give
if
it
you
to this guy.
remember, when we had multiples of things that I would
This one was
stack
the,
them.
Yeah.
Bow.
So we'll have to
So-
check to see if there's stuff under it.
Would be unusual.
Right.
Yeah, tanky bowman.
Give it to a warbler.
It's
and
like
just
we
let
had
him
like
use,
those
fist and
bone
tooth
noses or
and
whatever, and we had
shield
multiples
with
of
the blood
those. And
paint.
how many of
Oh,
the
I'd have to figure it out. Could the shield be moved
the
over
nuke do we have?
somehow?
The Founder's Stone or whatever
think
those
it
things are
can't
that we can
because
just
the
chuck at them
statue's
and
kinda
There's just one up there, but remember the butcher is bad because you don't crit on him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but
I'd have
hopefully
to
it's a
think about
stack.
that. That's an interesting setup there. There's also the monster grease as well. If I wanted to try to mess with it.
I would love that for.
I was kind of saving him for like the end game or something, or something we just
Right,
want to
yeah.
crit on a whole bunch.
You have an extra spot,
That's why
you
I'm
can
just
bring
hoping
along
that it's,
bandages or some other utility thing.
a stack.
Yeah, let's
We don't seem to
Yeah,
find
we
those
might
very
consider
often.
doing that then.
let's jump ahead to the end here.
I would be perfectly fine with. I mean,
I don't know what we really decided there, but I think we'll have to rethink some of that anyway, because it looks like we were pretty indecisive on it, and it may depend a little bit on who gets the set.
I guess we could have known from the name of the video, "Growing Like Weeds," that we got a lot of kids this round.
Yeah. I was thinking that's pretty clever because we went up against the Flower Knight.
We're not going to do this.
Sure.
So
See?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the self-congratulatory and self-complimentary video.
Those guys are pretty clever. I'm glad I subscribed to their channel.
All right.
And witty. Isn't it sad that we can't see how handsome they are too? Because that would have been a triple threat.
I think we're going to think about this a little bit and do that next time. Video's running a bit long for me. Okay. So we'll
dear, here comes my words of wisdom.
And then we'll prepare for departing survivors, and we'll go over it with you guys next time. So,
we haven't even chosen who we're going up against.
thanks for joining. I think we've covered pretty much everything, right? We just haven't prepared departing survivors yet. We'll leave it undeveloped so that we know we gotta step down then.
So what were we planning exactly there? Let me back up a little bit. Let's back up a little bit and see what we were getting at that point.
Well, the bladder can also be used for cooking as well.
We were looking to cook. Look at a cook.
We have
Sword beetle, lion testes, fresh acanthus. We're probably not going to do that, but eye of the cat, phoenix eye. We're not going to do this one. So this shank bone and beast shank we might get. The beast steak and pustules we might get. So we might get a stuffed cockroach or a venison, but other than that, I don't think we'll do anything.
So we're looking for meat.
All right.
We were talking about the antelope, probably.
Here. But I think we're going to think about this a little bit and do that next time. Video's running a bit long for me. Okay. So we'll figure out what we want to do, and then we'll prepare departing survivors, and we'll go over it with you guys next time. So.
Oh yeah, so we didn't decide what we were going up against. Thanks, year ago, us.
Right? You just haven't prepared departing survivors.
You guys knew better than we did, and you didn't prepare.
Down then. Anything else, Jim, that we need to do? Or are we good?
I think that we are doing just fine.
Okay. So, any last words of wisdoms to those before we sign off?
Oh dear.
Before we depart. And get to survival. 3 survival.
Like so many civilizations before us, when the conquering heroes come back, there's an acorn boom.
I have no idea what that means.
The weeds are growing. It's a rainy season.
The weeds are growing.
Thanks for joining, everybody. Have a great day. We will see you in the next episode. Take care.
All right. Well, I guess we're saying the same thing, right? Any words of wisdom to trump your old words of wisdom?
No, I think I've done enough damage for one video.
Yeah, let that be known, everybody. After you've done enough damage, it's time to step away. All right. Thanks for joining, everybody. We're going to get back into this pretty soon, so be looking for future video. Also, hopefully, we'll continue rolling with our Divinity, as well as just releasing I'll be releasing some other random content here and there. And yeah, I got to get back to my Battletech series that I have, as well as some other stuff. Since I'm upgrading my computer, I might poke around with some other things that are newer. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Hope everybody's hanging on the edge of their seat still after a year of waiting for Season 3 of Kingdom Death Monster to wrap. Is there going to be a Season 4, Jim?
I don't know. It depends on how bad the end of this one goes, I suppose.
We've got lots of other stuff to do, actually. So we may get to a Season 4. It's not going to be right away. We're talking about doing some stuff with another RPG type game. So we'll see. Maybe we'll record that one too. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in the less than a year. Much less than a year, actually. We're going to get this rolling, hopefully, within the next week or so. So maybe one per week is kind of our ideal situation, but no promises yet. We'll see how it goes. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode of Kingdom Death Monster. Peace out.